Side with two ex-NBA stars, Grant Hill and Brent Berry. I'm Brian Anderson. We've got Allie LaForce on the sidelines tonight as well.
Yeah, this is the second. And final time these teams will meet. So if they want a different outcome, they'll have to bring that extra intensity.
And maybe just more than wins and losses at stake. It could be pride. They'll be using everything in their arsenal to try and avoid the season sweep.
You know, on paper, this looks like a lopsided matchup, but anything can happen in the NBA, Grant.
That is the truth. I mean, that's why they play the games. One guy gets hot, a team gets cold. That's all it takes to swing the entire outcome of a game.
Well, Grant, three straight drafts high in the lottery. The Rockets got to 500 in 2024.
Yeah, and I love how they signed some vets in the summer of 23. Houston decided we want to win now, and I wish more teams did that.
You know, Paul George, really a true two-way player in the NBA, gives you so much on both ends, so you get all-star value offensively and defensively.
Puts up a three, knocks down the triple. George has got 5.
And George is deadly from deep. That'll give you some longevity in this league.
Outside Durant. First quarter, just over a minute played. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Houston. It's a three-point game. An easy 2 on the layup. He has 7.
Yeah, Paul George anticipating contact, preparing for it, and just how smooth the finish was that, Kevin.
Durant. That one's off. Still out of sync.
Yeah, not really much of a flow offensively yet. Only 1 of 4 from the field.
Back to George. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
They're locked in and focused on making each possession a success.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
And it's Houston's ball. They lead by 4. George outside. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in a game.
Here's Durant. Pass to Pirtle. The kick to Durant. Driving in. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. When you look at the career of Kevin Durant, he's had an amazing list of teammates, Grant.
Yeah, that's true, B.A. And it started with Westbrook and Harden. Then he had Steph, Clay, and Dre, Kyrie, and then Booker and Beal. That is quite the list.
Back to Payne. George drives in. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
He doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
And an intentional foul right there.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And Houston making a change here. Here's Durant. Fade away. No good off the glass.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
From deep, Payne. And the Rockets hit again from deep.
I mean, just hitting all their shots early. What an offensive game plan. It must be the coaching.
Here's Durant. It's hauled in by Isaac.
With him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Rockets.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Here's a great quote from Coach Eric Spoelstra, who said, "The Miami Heat culture is a system based on discipline and hard work. We stand for something. That's competition. That's winning. We feel that there's a championship DNA that you can develop." And Brian, they walk the walk.
One of the great organizations in the league, Allie. And Miami has possession after the basket by Houston.
I mean, for Pirtle, the rim is right there. He just hops up to put it down.
Now here's Westbrook. No points so far. For three, George. Oh, he remains perfect. 7 for 7, showing no signs of letting up.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Yep, that one goes.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Pass to Bamba. Back to Bain. Into the lane. Here's Isaac. And the dunk by Isaac.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was. Now, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Well, Grant, the Miami Heat are as professionally run as any franchise in this league.
Yeah, and certain numbers point to that. They minimize turnovers, they don't commit cheap fouls, and they hit their free throws. So, in other words, they don't give anything away.
Here's Brown. Back to Durant. The ball's knocked loose. Isaac outside. And the dunk by Isaac.
And that was a great job by Isaac, showing his athleticism, getting up the floor in a hurry to convert.
Heat trailed by 13. Here's Kidd. Oh, it's blocked by Bamba. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. So both teams making some changes here. And again, no good by Miami.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him has gotten to shoot that one.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce. And it's Highsmith missing. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the dunk by Levine.
So good at getting elevated. Levine rises up and hammers it down.
The Rockets lead by 13. Pass to Williamson. To the right side. From downtown. And it's Highsmith missing. Here's Levine. Oh,
yes, sir.
Wow.
Forget about attempting the long-range 3 to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
That was sweet. Paul George, he's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for Houston. He dropped 3. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And for the Rockets here, they've really been putting on a show.
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
Yeah, couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
And he gets it to go.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're big or small. You do not want to go toe-to-toe with Zion on the inside.
They double team Levine. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
They double team Levine. The three. Counted from distance. Finney Smith got his first 3 points of the game.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
And it's Dorian Finney-Smith with the foul. That's his first foul. Grant in the post. Back to Williamson. Oh, Williamson throws it down.
Yeah, it looks like Zion's got the stage all to himself there, just tearing down the rim.
We're at one area where Zion Williamson continues to improve is as a passer.
Well, B.A., he's cut down his turnovers while more than doubling his rate of assists. And to me, that's just familiarity, getting on the court more consistently and not being injured. I mean, he's going to build and compound on that experience. So starting to make plays is starting to show for Zion.
Wagner with a screen. Here's Levine. And Levine, throw it down.
That's the sauce right there. I mean, every night, Levine approaches the rim like it's a dunk contest.
The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line, a chance at a three-point play.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, B.A., and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win.
Pass to Grant. Back to Williamson. Rumbling in.
Oh, man, just
gets
it down.
Nice.
That's spectacular. It's just so agile is Zion out there in those kind of plays, gutting through the defense and just finding lanes to rip through.
And he brings this game a little closer using a huge one-hand slam.
That's a great way to get your team back. Oh,
over the top.
Are you kidding me? Wow, amazing.
Man. And that's what we've come to expect from Zion. Exactly.
Here's Levine. Highsmith grabs the board. And so Grant will bring it up for Houston. They lead by their biggest margin of the game. It's at 15 points. Kicks it out to Collins. Levine with a steal. Fast break. Here come the Heat. Offensive board. Pass to Finney-Smith. 6 on the shot clock. Second chance shot. Oh, Levine in the paint.
Maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
Williamson outside. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second. Oh, Zion! Are you kidding me?
And there's that athleticism we talk about with Zion. What a dunk.
Pass to Wagner. Levine surveys the D. Wagner on the wing. Let's go with a three. And it's good. Credit Levine with the assist.
They are shooting it well from beyond the arc right now.
And Brent, the Heat always looking to compete year in, year out.
Well, for good reason. This team takes a lot of pride in giving themselves a chance every year. And the way the front office conducts their business is they believe they can put together the type of roster that is going to go out there and take care of things to put them in position to be successful.
You know, Zach LaVine is so energetic out there on the floor. Gotta love a guy who consistently plays at a very high effort level like that.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan.
Bring those moves. All the dancers. substitution.
The Rockets lead by 10. Here's Westbrook. Kicks it to George. Tries it from the top of the key. Bounces high off the rim and drops. George has got 22.
Always a formidable scorer. George just doing what he does.
Durant for three. It's hauled in by Houston. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
George draws the double. Down low. Bamba. Kicks it out to Isaac. Knocks it down from distance. Isaac's got 7.
And this is why so many love Isaac. Almost 7 feet tall, able to space the floor, too, with this three-point shot.
Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, Kevin Durant steadily climbing up the top 10 of the all-time scoring list. He said, I've been in the league for half of my life now. It's a blessing to be playing on this platform and doing what I love to do. I just want to continue to keep putting in good work and keep adding to what I already did.
One of the greats, Allie. Thank you. 5 to shoot. Durant has the open look. He hits the back iron and sinks it. He's got 10.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
The pull-up. Oh, KD flying in to cap off the break.
I don't know how you get out and disrupt Kevin Durant on that catch and shoot.
George outside. A minute 9 left to play in the first half. Just outstanding. He hits again, and he's still a perfect 9 for 9.
A massive reason they're winning. This guy hasn't missed a shot, not one.
Pass to Artest. Back to Durant. They set the pick. And it's blocked by Isaac.
We talk about Isaac's reach often, and they're using it to send the shot back.
Puts it up off the inbound. And that one's good by Durant.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Westbrook drives. George outside. Floats one up. 5 on the clock. Westbrook can't hit.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but like plenty of room.
Outside Durant. Oh, KD! Filthy!
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Here's George. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer!
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
Great way to end the quarter there. Team is pumped up.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. The Rockets lead by 13. To the wing, right side. The 3 from Bamba. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by George. Here's Kidd. Outside Durant. Fires the 3. Durant with another miss.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And that one's good.
Yeah, inside the paint, Isaac is a pro, using his size to get himself a high percentage look.
Here's Durant. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. And Grant, you look at the Rockets' additions over the last year or two. There's an emphasis on toughness.
Yeah, toughness, both physical and mental. Those are the kinds of veterans they've brought in. And that extends, of course, to the coaching staff, too.
And Basket by Bain.
I love this game plan. That's 10 points in a row from in close.
Outside Durant. Here's the three. Again, the Heat misses.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And the former league MVP in 2017. A long list of accomplishments for Russell Westbrook, Brent.
Well, how many times, BA, have we seen players celebrated in the way that Russell has been as one of the best players in the league, move and transition to a role off the bench? He's done it with a lot of grace, a lot of class, and has been very accepting of his new role.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Oh, they get a hand on it. Oh, George with a steal. And the jam by George.
Just Paul George showing how dominant he can be as a two-way player.
Into the third. 2 minutes in now. It's stolen by Isaac. And here we go. The Rockets in transition. And the dunk by Isaac.
Balanced play has given them the lead and also quieted this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
Buries it from 3.
Well, that equals his three-point total from the first half. He had one before the break, and that's his first 3 of this half.
Bamba, that's good.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Durant for 3. Rockets with a rebound.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Pass to George. Stolen. Fast break. Here come the Heat. Here's our team. Oh, nice.
Look at the bench.
Down.
I mean, the bench is going nuts.
Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that? Picked by Isaac. From deep, Bain. Kicks it to George. Goes back up. Clock at 6. The 3 from Bamba. No good on the shot. Heat trail by 20. Knocks it loose. Puts it up from 17. Nice shot by Durant. Durant's got 21.
I'm scratching my head. Is there a 4-level scorer? KD could be that.
Hey, yo, right here.
It's George on the wing. And he's got 28 now.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
And Russell Westbrook gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. So both teams changing it up here.
Substitution on the court.
Fires top of the key. It's hauled in by Zion Williamson. And it's Williamson with the ball for the Rockets. It's an 18-point game. Next up on the schedule, the Nuggets, a home game. And that's the first of just 2 home games for them. The shot by Nembhard, no good. Here's Tillman. Pass to Kidd. From behind the arc. Williams grabs the board.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Zion Williamson seems intent on silencing all the doubters moving forward, Greg.
Yeah, BA, he's not taking any more questions about conditioning. His physicality and play really answered that question now. He has been looking better than ever.
All right, Brent, let me ask you a very important question. What exactly is Heat culture?
BA, Heat culture is about toughness and competitiveness. And if you step into that building, you better make sure that you're ready to be pushed and push the limits that, as a professional player, not a lot of other teams are willing to go. As soon as they find guys who enjoy that, and I'm not going to say torture, but it's close, those are the kind of guys who make it in Miami. And Zion absolutely on fire right now. The D looks helpless.
Houston foul. Haywood Highsmith. First personal foul. Third team foul.
We've got 1:48 left in the third quarter. Levine with it. He's picked up by Williamson. Pass to Hendricks.
And since halftime, they've really turned up defensively.
Misses the three.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Williamson with the bucket.
Zion's such a fast twitch, athletic player. I think a lot of defenses aren't ready for what he's going to do out there.
Fires for three. Nails it from three. Hendricks has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to Williamson. It's hauled in by the Heat.
Rockets foul.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
The fearlessness they've shown going strong inside has been impressive. The defense hasn't been very effective against them.
And you want to talk about ball distribution. They've been dominating that aspect of the game. I think there's a bunch of bankers out there. They're dropping dime after dime.
Now Nembhard. He's got 5. Six to shoot. Late clock. Houston's got to hurry. Collins, no good. Heat trail by 19. Up top, Levine. He's got 14. Inside. Grant with a steal. Back comes Houston in transition. And there's the whistle. And I think that was a clear path foul there. Yep, the offense will get one shot at the line and retain possession.
When you look around the league, how many guys would love to have half of Zion's talent? Those natural gifts are undeniable.
19 seconds left in the third.
Russell Westbrook.
George outside. With the drive. And George with the jam.
And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
And 3 quarters of play in the books. This one's all but over already.
55. The Rockets. 78.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Here's our test. And there's the drive. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
He's been accurate tonight. I think the best way for them to succeed is to get him more shots. Sounds simple, but it comes down to execution.
You know, a reliable veteran like Julius Randle is so valuable. He provides a foundation for everyone else to play off of because they know he'll be there to score and help out. He makes it easier for other players to succeed around him.
Lets it go from the wing. Zion Williamson grabs the miss.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shot.
And the dunk by Isaac.
And that was a big man play by Isaac, going in with intention and dunking it.
Durant for 3. He drops it from range. Durant's got 24 points.
Now, the D has done a very poor job at contesting him from outside, guys. He's tearing into them right now, and they cannot stop him.
Williamson for 3. Pirtle grabs a miss. And here are the Heat now. Pass to Durant. So many players in the league have their own podcast. Would you have had one during your career, Brent?
I think so, B.A. I think it would have been a lot of fun. I mean, how cool is it to connect to your favorite players or hear stories from guys as the season is going along, than to have these guys available in your earbuds all day, every day? Well, we're always wishing good health on any player, but for Kevin Durant to remain that way, that's when you get a chance to see something special offensively.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. And he makes all three.
And they've been playing with much greater physicality this half. Getting themselves to the free throw line is a bust.
Pass to Williamson. And we've made our way through just over...
Oh, my goodness!
I did not know he could get up like that. So awesome to see Zion healthy and showing off that elite athleticism.
Lets it go. And it's blocked by Isaac. He's all alone. And the dunk by Isaac.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Outside Durant. From outside the arc. Miami, no good that time either. Houston in total control. Here's Williamson. Oh, ripped away. Fast break Miami. He goes up. And it's slammed in by Durant.
One of those nights that Kevin Durant is just massive for his team. For my money, this guy's the best scoring forward of all time.
For three, Westbrook. Connects from downtown.
Imagine how much bigger this lead might be if he were a little more selfish.
Fires from deep. Kept alive. Pass to Kidd. Over to the wing. Shot clock at 6. Here's Durant. Durant with the big finish.
The slam from KD, just getting to the rim for an easy one.
The three from Bane. Kidd with a rebound. So it's Miami now. Here's Durant. It's rebounded by George. Houston leading by 23. And the jam by George.
Well, PG can get in the zone, and those zones can stretch for a long time.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Here's Durant. Knocks down the 18-footer. Durant's got 33.
Feels like the other four guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
Here's Bane. Kevin Durant with a rebound. Some young players coming into the league, they lack experience in truly big games. Brent, you think that's a disadvantage?
Well, it could be a disadvantage, BA, but how do you get to replicate that competitive environment unless you get there? And so with every experience, young guys typically want to achieve greatness, embrace some of those biggest moments, watch and learn, and that's where you grow the most.
Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul.
When you look at the massive hauls that have been received in the trades with Paul George, that should tell you how valuable PG is.
Pass to Bane. Picked by Isaac. 4-3. Out of bounds. It'll be Heat ball. Got a piece of it. Durant with it. Puts up a deep three. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Here's Artest. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Houston with another miss. And that's an intentional foul. Well, Brendan, a players' league, you think there's a point at which players have too much say?
Well, I don't know, BA. I think it's always a fine line between what it is that both management and ownership is trying to do. This is entertainment, after all. But you got to lean into the players. You got to lean into the personalities. And as long as there's a respect for both of those areas, the league and the game, will continue to grow.
Oh, the dunk by Williamson.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Rockets.
They really had things going. Their offense carried them tonight, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., tonight, simply they won the battle of the field goal percentage. I mean, it made all the difference.
And it was a team effort tonight, collecting their 39th victory of the year.
And even though this season series was only 2 games, a sweep is still a sweep.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Paul George.
It's hard to think of a part of the game where he didn't play a major role, mentally, physically. I mean, he showed us what he's capable of when he's feeling his best. Maybe a little false confidence there, not a high percentage shot for him.
Coaches will tell you that's a bad shot, but when your teammates tell you that, you probably got to think about it.
Durant for 3. Durant draws the double. Outside Finney-Smith. Pass to Durant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. They double him with Isaac. Here's Finney-Smith. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
He's so dynamic with the ball. Durant showing his versatility with that dish.
And here's Williamson. Nimhard, right side. And so Houston takes it.
Been since a youngster. Fully, we can't let no punks. About no, I treat a model like a 3. I know thugs, I know. I was raised to get some money, flip that like 10 ways. In the, my money hungry, stack that for 90 days. In the room, they like they getting paid. Rolls Royces in the trenches, parked in front of Section 8. Yeah, park Ferraris in the ghetto. 21. Real used to re-up with them. Made some with that. Bought my dollar like on Creflo. 21. Say you then when I why you careful. Block, that's easy. 21. Y'all be eating noodles, we sit down and eat sashimi. Fast. You say you a gangster, just be like that when you see me. You can't ask. I find a loophole. Been since a youngster. Fully, we can't let no punks. About no, I treat a model like a 3. I know thugs, I know. I was raised to get some money, flip that like 10 ways. In the, my money hungry, stack that for 90 days. In the room, they like they getting paid. Rolls Royces in the trenches, parked in front of Section 8.